obviously going to be a lot more careful. And then I think the second thing I do differently is spend a lot more time on making a good design, as I think that's one of the most important factors for creator merch. So if anyone watching is a good merch designer, please join my Discord. I need your help. Next up is affiliate links and affiliate marketing. Now, you don't need to be a creator to do this, but it's a very common matchup as creators already have an audience to monetize. Now,
this is a scene from Stanley Kubrick's 2001 A Space Odyssey, released in 1968. This was before computers and digital effects. So how do you think he made this pen float in space? The obvious answer is string. But this would get tangled up every time the pen rotated and would ultimately be impossible to hide. The real trick behind the shot was simple but extremely effective. The pen was attached to a large piece of glass with double-sided tape and placed in front of the camera. The glass was attached to bearings that allowed an operator to slowly move and rotate the glass to mimic the floating movement. It was incredibly simple, but the end result was perfect. This is just one of many creative tricks that allowed filmmakers to pull off crazy visual effects, all before computers and CGI. They managed to duplicate heads, make characters invisible, turn miniatures into enormous movie sets, and even invent a green screen alternative that worked better than today's digital methods. This scene from The Man with the Rubber Head is over 120 years old, and it shows filmmaker George Méliès inflating a copy of his own head. But how did he pull this off in 1901? You might think that these are two separate films layered on top of each other, but that's not the case. In fact, everything was captured in camera, and so what came out was the finished film.
You want to actually go to your creator dashboard. Then from the creator dashboard, what you want to do is click on the settings and then go to stream. And you want to just copy your stream key. You just paste this into the actual plugin. Of course, I closed it by accident, so we're going to paste this here, and we're all good to go to stream to Twitch now with it. So if we want to test this for ourselves, all we have to do is start streaming. So since I'm using my main OBS settings to stream to Twitch, I'm going to start streaming to Twitch with this. And then what I'm going to do for actually streaming to YouTube is I'm going to use this plugin here, start streaming to YouTube with this one. So we're going to go live there. Now you can see we're streaming to not only YouTube, but we'll actually Twitch as well with this OBS plugin. If you guys did find this video helpful here today, make sure to smash the like button and get subscribed to some future tech content. I do recommend you check out this video next. We'll teach you how to
It didn't require editing. To pull this off, he'd record the first scene with a black sheet placed in the area where the head was going to appear. Then he'd rewind the film back to the start and set up the second scene with only his head visible against a black background. This time, he'd record directly over the same strip of film used to record the first scene. Because this was being recorded onto a transparent film negative, the dark areas around his head essentially remained transparent, since almost no light was hitting the film. This meant that as he recorded over the original, his head was exposed onto the film strip. Didn't even exist yet. Instead, Méliès set up a ramp where he could sit in a cart and be slowly pulled towards the camera. As he got closer, his head would grow from the neck until it eventually filled the entire frame. The result was incredible by 1901 standards, and this multiple exposure technique went on to be mastered in Kubrick's 2001. For these space shots, he'd first shoot the moon on its own, with one half of the frame being completely dark. Then, sometimes months later, he'd rewind the film and record the spacecraft shots.
I've wanted this for so long. I've always said they need to do this. Oh my god, you're doing it. I'm actually crying.
You will see that Skull and Bones is a fully fledged game, he said. It's a very big game, and we feel that people will really see how vast and complete that game is. It's a really full triple, quadruple A game that will deliver in the long run.
Wait,
Don't play if you're under the influence of drugs.
I just took a big joint.
That should be the only way you do play this game. That's the only way you think is good.
Holy shit, Flup. Do you see this menu? This is a quad A menu.
Okay, you have to enter into a pirate's code of conduct. Play nice.
Yeah, okay.
Behind every avatar is a real person. I will keep cool and communicate with respect in victory and defeat alike.
I'm gonna
I
talk a
won't.
lot of shit to
No, no,
I won't do that.
No. Play fair. My skills alone will take me to the top. I will play fairly and never cheat. All this shit is like against like pirates' core beliefs.
Yeah, pirates would never say play nice.
Pirates would never accept a Ubisoft code of conduct.
The dawn of capitalism, when corporations as mighty as nations rule the seas. With an iron fist, they forge a path of tyranny and exploitation.
Look at the smoke. That's like CS2 level smoke.
Oh!
This is crazy. I didn't think it would be like this.
Watch the multiplayer be nothing like that.
It's gonna be one of those games where you're chopping down trees.
Some fine timber there for the taking.
The tree is already harvested. I can't harvest none of these trees.
Get one.
It won't let me. These are fake trees.
Try to like get closer.
Look, there ain't no wood anywhere.
There's a lot. There's lots of it.
What is this lightning meter?
I think it's stamina.
My boat has stamina? Oh, you have to put the sail away to recover stamina. Fucking wind. It's blowing against me.
You know what we should play? We should play Lord of the Rings War in the North.
I don't play single A.
Come at me, beast!
Come at me, beast. Come at
Why do you sound like
beast.
like Tommy was up?
That's what my lady on my boat said. She said, come at me, beast. Flip, I'm turning down to 2 knots.
Come at me, beast.
I'm gonna be fucking skull and bones by the time this game downloads.
Oh, look at that whale.
Holy fuck.
You wouldn't see that in AAA.
Now this is quad A.
Belgrade? Berlin? How many countries did they take this game?
Oh my god. They got Naboo? Ubisoft Naboo?
He ignores you. You look like you jumped out of a pirate's ass, Flip.
Why do you keep saying that? What does that mean? I did not jump out of a pirate's ass.
Now the sea.
We got a lot of stuff to do, so let's not waste any damn room, won't you? We are doing things quite the same as in my previous challenge from 8 months ago, where me and my friend Dave walked a bowl of stew from one side of the map to the other. But this time, we aren't carrying